Hey guys, Toby J here with Silver Creek Doodles, and I'm doing something I've never done before, and that's make a YouTube video. The reason I'm doing this is because today is Sunday, March 5th, but my beautiful, amazing wife, Billie, has a special day coming up on Thursday, March 9th, in 4 days. And I thought, while I'm driving, it's a perfect time for me to think about what I want to say and make a quick YouTube video to let everybody know that follows her and subscribes to her channel that Thursday is her birthday. So I'm going to try to get on there and do some editing, which I'm not the best at it, so this video may not be the best quality like Billie's videos are, but I hope that all of y'all that view this will blow up her phone, blow up her channel, let her know. I hope that she has a happy birthday because she is so amazing. On her birthday, she has a mama that's due with a litter of puppies, so we won't be celebrating on that day. At least we won't be able to go out and have a good time and take her out to dinner because her dogs and her puppies come first. This week's been tough on her. She had the puppy freak accident, get his foot caught and have a spiral fracture. But Billie devotes so much of her time and her life to these dogs and to producing a quality puppy, quality dog for her buyers to enjoy. She sacrifices so much. Most people don't realize the time and the work that goes into breeding dogs the correct way. You know, I've often thought that if people, when they're choosing to have kids, if they did some genetic testing and did all the testing that Billie does, there'd be a lot less disease in the human population and a lot less problems if people could do the way that she does when she breeds her dogs, because she really goes all out and does everything above and beyond, and she doesn't cut corners, she doesn't try to take the easy road, she always does it the right way, and a lot of times it ends up being the hard way, but that's her choice. She's OCD, she's so particular, so picky about these dogs. The crazy thing is, we were getting ready, doing a final walk of all the puppies and the dogs, the mamas, to come to my brother's today in Tennessee to celebrate his birthday, and this accident happened with a puppy. So of course she can't go. I offered to stay home with her and help, but she insisted that I go spend time with my brother and family and mother, and she ended up going to the emergency vet with the puppy and spending all day with that puppy, and it's going to be a long 2, 3, 4 weeks with that puppy, making sure it's taken care of properly, but she will do it. One other thing about Billie that I want to share with you that she doesn't share on her page, on her channel, but Billie, as you see on some of her videos, she grew up on a buffalo farm, and they had all kinds of animals, every farm animal, livestock that you can imagine. And Billie's always had a special touch with all animals. For 7 years, she was a volunteer wildlife rehabilitator, and that's how we got together and how we met. She rehabbed squirrels, rabbits, raccoons, skunks, possums. One time a baby bear cub the mom was hit by a car, and when we picked it up that night, I think it died. Billie nursed it back to health. And something that small, like the baby rabbits, the baby possums, the baby squirrels, they have to be tube fed. They can't suck a bottle yet. And she took the time to milk those goats, tube feed, which means you have to know what you're doing to run a tube, bypass the throat, the mouth, down into the stomach, so they get their nutrients until they're old enough or able, strong enough to suck the milk from the bottle. And you know, then those have to be released, which she always did. The last year that we had the fawn deer that she rehabbed fawn deer, she had 27 fawn deer. And we bought milk goats so that she could milk those goats 3 times a day, morning, noon, and dinner, to feed those baby deer. And you don't want to imprint those deer with human contact as much as possible, but they've got to eat 3 times a day, and it has to be the expensive, very expensive milk replacer or goat milk. So Billie would go out, milk the goats 3 times a day to feed 27 fawn deer. And the sad part is, most of those deer shouldn't have been messed with, shouldn't have been picked up. You know, I was a wildlife officer for 30 years, retired, and most people would pick up those fawn deer thinking, oh gosh, it's an orphan fawn, I better grab it and do something with it. When the mom will leave the fawn during the daytime, she may come back during the day sometime and feed it, but they will hide the fawn. And a lot of times when people stumble across them, they think, since the mom's not around, and of course the mom's not going to come around while that humans are there, they think the fawn's been abandoned. So they try to pick up the fawn thinking they're doing the right thing, and they take it home and they give it cow's milk and they make it sicker when it was fine, and then they end up calling a wildlife officer or a wildlife rehabber to take over. So Billie would get these fawn deer like in May, June, usually when the peak of the fawn burst will be in North Carolina. She would get these fawn deer and keep them until December, when the permit that allows rehabilitators to keep wildlife in captivity to rehab them expires. So for all those months, from May, June through December, those fawn deer had to be fed 3 times a day and taken care of. Billie volunteered her time. She didn't get paid a penny. She did that for 7 years. Not to mention all the other animals that she rehabbed. So she's an amazing person, and she goes above and beyond the same way with her dogs. She's crazy about her dogs. The dogs are her life. And I just want to take time to wish her a happy birthday and to tell her how much she means to me and her family, how much I love her. She means everything to me. And I hope you can take time from your busy schedule to reach out to her and wish her a happy birthday. She's going to be at home working and taking care of dogs or birthing puppies on that special day. And I hope I can figure this out, but I want to try to share with you just a few pictures of Billie and her rehab work, taking care of squirrels, bear cub. One time she had alligators. I had some alligators that were illegal, brought from Florida to North Carolina, and the guys had some meth, and we seized those alligators, and she took care of them until we could take them back to the coast and have them rehabbed and then released. So she's done quite a bit, every animal under the sun in North Carolina that you can think of that she's rehabbed. But I want to take a minute, if I can get this to work, and put a few pictures of her on here and show you some of the rehab work she's done over the years. And it's not easy, because you don't just feed those animals every day, 3 times a day, but they get sick, and a lot of times those animals are sick. They have viruses, they have protozoa, bacteria, diseases. So she had to medicate those animals and nurse them back to health. She did acupuncture on deer with the place she worked at the vet. They actually did acupuncture, which some deer were like paralyzed, and it really helped, and they recovered. She took deer and got them in the water and did aqua care with them, where she would exercise them in the water to rehab them that way. So she's devoted, and at the same time she started raising puppies. She's always had dogs growing up her whole life, but she got her first golden doodle, Gabby, and decided to raise some puppies with Gabby, and her business took off, and it took off, and she's so successful because she does it with everything she has. She pours her whole heart into it and gives it 100% in everything she does. At one time, Billie was, she may not want me to share this, but I want you to understand how devoted she is, and how, even though she's went through some of this stuff how dedicated and hardworking she is when it comes to raising puppies and taking care of the dogs. But she was diagnosed with lupus and was put on rheumatoid arthritis medicine and different kinds of medications, prednisone, to try to help that. And over time, with controlling her diet and different things, she's really improved, but she still has problems with that. So milking the goats was really tough, with her milking the goats every day on her hands. So she had to get away from raising the fawn deer and doing the rehab. But you know, she sacrifices so much for these dogs so that you can have one of the best dogs in North America, because she does sell to breeders, to people all over Canada and the US, Mexico, different places. People don't realize, they see the website or they see the videos, and she doesn't ever talk much about how tough it is to be a successful breeder. And you could, you know, there's so many backyard breeders that are out there now. COVID got everybody interested in breeding, and they decide, I've got a dog, my friend's got a dog, let's breed and have some puppies and make some money since we're staying at home. And a lot of people do that, but you get what you pay for. A lot of those dogs, they don't have any genetic testing, any testing on their hip dysplasia, elbows, all that, and you end up having problems sooner than later in life with your dog. Behavior problems, lots of different issues arise when you don't do your homework and don't do it properly. The thing about Billie is she doesn't get a lot of sleep at night either. When she's birthing dogs, 90% of the time the mama waits until dark, until midnight, from midnight to 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning to start having puppies. So Billie's up waiting. You know, she knows the signs, knows what to look for. So when they start having puppies, she's there just in case something happens. And I've personally watched Billie. You know, she was a vet tech, worked at a vet for 7 years, and I don't think they teach you that there. But I've personally watched Billie, a puppy, be born, and when it comes out, for whatever reason, the mouth's blue, the tongue's blue, it's not breathing, it's not even really warm, it's cool to the touch compared to what it should be. When she cleans it up, I've watched her do CPR on those puppies, bring them back to life, and you know, now they're 6, 7 years old, doing great. So she really knows what she's doing and really takes pains with what she's doing, and she makes sure that the job is done right. Billie sacrifices a lot to be a breeder, to be a successful breeder. You know, a lot of people that I know that breed dogs, they'll leave the dogs in the pen, they'll clean up a mess later, and they'll take off and they'll go have a good time and go to all these events. But we've missed a lot of social functions, family functions, because Billie wants to make sure she's there with her dogs and make sure they're taken care of. And I've never seen anybody that puts that much into their job. I've known a lot of people and worked with a lot of people, and that kind of drive and that kind of motivation and that kind of work ethic and that being that OCD about everything is what has made Billie a successful breeder. You know, I've begged her to slow down, to take a break, but she loves doing it. She loves taking care of the animals. She loves birthing the puppies, having the puppies. And I've always said that Billie has a special way to communicate with animals. No matter where we go, a dog can come up to her on the street and they're just, you know, it can be an aggressive dog. It can be an aggressive dog that other people are having problems with. Billie comes into the picture and the dog's in love with her. It's just amazing. Even the animals, the deer, it's like they bonded with Billie, even though she tried to stay out of the area. You know, other people would come and they take off running. Even me, when I try to go feed for her, they were scared of me, but they come running to Billie like she's their mom. So I'm gonna I'm going to try to post this video once I fumble through the editing process. It may not be the best video like she posts, but hopefully I can get it onto YouTube. I've done some drone stuff in the past, real estate stuff with drones, and I was a drone pilot for the state. So I've posted videos and made some videos. But I hope you'll take time, if you watch this video, it doesn't take a second, either comment or go onto her phone if you got her number, and I know you saw it on there. I'll post her number here. Blow it up. Tell her happy birthday. Tell her how much she's loved and appreciated. What a great job she does. And babe, you're my world. You're amazing. I'm crazy about you. Happy birthday. You made it one more trip around the sun, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. Happy birthday, beautiful. I love you. Happy birthday, Billie. Thanks for watching. Now I'm going to share some photos with you so that you can just understand a little bit better how amazing my beautiful wife is. Hope you enjoy.
I'm mesmerized by these eyes. I'm so high, I can't lie, I'm mesmerized.